this car in front is actually turning into this lane, so this vehicle will automatically slow down. You see that?
All right. So do you want to show us some features in the car then? Just some of your favorite features.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can do that.
So right here is a phone charger.
I thought you just put it there just to rest it on there.
That's what I originally thought. So when I first went to test drive the Tesla, I was out in Lakeside in Essex, which is like a shopping centre, and I thought, oh, do you know what? I want to test drive a Tesla maybe next week or whatever. And it was like 4 p.m. and I just typed in Tesla test drive, and then it said like test drive available 4:30, and I thought that's weird, like 10 minutes down the road. So I thought, all right, cool, let me just go down there now. And then I jumped in the car. The guy gave me a little card like this, and he said, well, here's how the car works. Off you go. And I said, are you not getting in the car? And he went, no, you drive it by yourself. I said, well, how do you trust me? He said, well, our cars are tracked. There's all this automation, all this functionality in the vehicle. It's absolutely fine. Just go and bring it back when you're ready. I said, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And then I saw this one. I was like, why is there this big, massive space? And I just put my phone there by accident. And it went, boop, it started charging. And I was like, wow, that's cool. Yeah, so that's one feature that I love. It's keyless, so we don't use keys in this car. It's connected to the phone. I know what people are going to say.
Not the card.
No, we don't use the card.
It's connected to the phone.
Yeah, the card, I just keep it in there just for a second device if I ever need it. But when I leave this vehicle, if I leave the windows down, and we can show you in a minute, but if I leave the windows down, for example, and leave the music on, I step away from the car, I walk 5 steps, it will turn the windows up and it will lock the vehicle automatically. Because it's connected to the Bluetooth on the phone.
If you're walking too far away, we'll start shutting things down for you.
Yeah, just 5 steps or whatever the exact meterage is. But yeah, about 5-6 steps away and the car will automatically lock itself. It will turn everything off.
Nice.
It's amazing.
What I like is that fact you can see what's going on around you as well.
Yeah. So when you turn left, it will show you what's in the left wing mirror. So you don't really need to check all of that sort of stuff. You don't need to check the wind mirrors right here in front of you, which keeps your focus.
Which, if you're on your test though, guys, don't rely solely on that. You need to be checking over to your left as well.
Yes, instructor. Tell them. Tell them.
Not just on your test, when you're driving in general, isn't it, Jazz?
Yeah.
You're not looking at that by itself, are you? Looking this side as well, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Bro, look at that, bro. I don't even need to look anymore. The Tesla drives itself. The Tesla will look for you and it will turn. I'll show you in a second when we do autopilot. But it's pretty cool. And what else? This car has regenerative braking. And at first, when the guy said it to me at Tesla, I didn't know what he was talking about. But then you get so used to it and you realize, oh my goodness, like what was I doing with all of that pressing my foot on the brake every 3-4 minutes in London traffic? No way. So what will happen is, as soon as this car starts to approach the vehicle in front and I take my foot off the gas, it will automatically slow down. Even if I take my foot off the gas now, the vehicle will automatically slow down and it will slowly move into a brake. So what does that mean? When I was pulling up to my gate yesterday and I was with my videographer who was filming some other content stuff, and I got out to open something on the gate or to pick up a parcel by the gate, he went, what, the car's automatically gone into park? And he said, did you press park on something? I said, no. As soon as I get out of the car will go into handbrake park itself.
So it's not running around by itself.
Yeah, so this will regenerative brake, so it's now slowing down. I've not pressed the brake.
It feels weird.
It feels weird when you first do it for the first couple of times, but then you get used to it because then you realize actually you don't need to brake, you just need to take your foot off the gas, which means that your feet ain't moving around as much, which means you're not using as much as your conscious resources. You're not using as much brain power in order to control where the car's going, what the car's doing, and so on. So if I press auto steer now and I just press down onto drive, it will automatically steer the vehicle. I've got my hands off, as you can probably see.
This is all legal, yeah?
This is all legal, but you have to, legally, you've got to keep your hands on the wheel, right? And otherwise, in about 10 seconds or whatever the timing is, it will say, please keep your hands on the wheel, and it will start flashing.
It will detect that you're not
it will detect that your hands are not on the wheel. And the clever thing about it, the safe thing about it as well, is that helps with safety, of course. And if you ignore that flashing light that's going to come up in a minute, and you don't put your hands firmly on the wheel, then if you do that like 3 or 4 times, it will say auto steer cancelled for the rest of your drive.
Really?
It's like fuck you, driver. It's like you're fucking up this. You're not doing it fucking properly. Do it freaking properly, and it will cancel. It will cancel your auto steer. I don't know what the timing is, but it will cancel it for like the next 2 or 3 drives. or the next
take away your
X amount.
privileges, basically.
Yeah, it takes away your privileges. Now I've got to drive 60 miles
Like a normal person.
like a normal person. Yeah. So it's really good because it kind of gamifies it. Like you've got to play the game, you've got to play the rules, but it also allows you to just drive so much more freely and not focus so much. I still have full control of my vehicle. My vehicle can't control my car beyond what I control it to do. But it will do 90% of the work for me so that it makes my drive far easier and more convenient.
But it's not a thing where you're going to be like, you know, doing your work and stuff.
Yeah, it's not there yet. I believe in the next 20 years it will get there.
You reckon?
Yeah, because this stuff will become normalized, as we were sharing before. It's progressive, yeah? So in 20 years, I would imagine that all of the cars will be auto steer. It's just like, or 90%, you know? It's like back in the day, when you and I learnt to drive, what did we have? We had we had no power steering, do you remember that? And we had wind down windows, do you remember those things? Yeah. So
especially this side.
Yeah, exactly.
When you see your friend.
Yeah, exactly. And slowly but surely, more and more cars started to have wind down windows with a touch of a button. Okay, cool. Now over time, you'll struggle to find a car with wind up windows, yeah? And in 20 years time, we're going to struggle to find a car that doesn't have auto steer on it.
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've got
standard feature for everyone.
Yeah. So what other cool features has this car got? We've got Spotify right here installed in the car.
Don't play any tunes though.
Okay, what?
Don't mind, huh?
Okay, cool.
Just for copyright, because
Yeah.
YouTube will
Okay,
like it
cool.
out.
Yeah, but we can just tap in whatever we like on there, tap in podcasts, what have you. That's all well and good.
When I first saw this huge screen, I thought it was over the top.
Yeah.
But I think you get pretty used to it.
Yeah. So if I just tap in home there, it will just take me home, right? It will tell me how long I've got. It will tell me what percentage of my battery is going to be by the time I reach my destination, how long it's going to take me to get there, how many miles. It will give me all of that information at a glance, which is just pretty cool. And this allows me to navigate. And this sat nav is pretty cool, by the way. Like, you know, like a lot of people talk about Waze and all of this sort of stuff. It will show you the 3 different routes. It will show you the fastest way, and it will just navigate the fastest way unless you select an alternative route. It's just like world class. It really is. So let me show you auto steer while we're here on the motorway, yeah? So I'm going to put it in auto steer now, and I'm going to take my hands off the wheel just for demonstration purposes. This car in front is actually turning into this lane, so this vehicle will automatically slow down. You see that? Yeah, so this car has full control. If I want to change, I'm not going to do it while it's unsafe, but if I want to change lane in here, I'm going to press right, and this is telling me to keep my hands steady on the wheel, so I'm going to do that first.
Before you change lanes, it tells you to be steady on the steering wheel first.
Well, it's going to tell you to do that if you have your hands not firmly on the steering wheel for 10 seconds or so. So I'm going to press right here, and then it's automatically going to go into, I need to be in auto steer. And then when I turn right here, I just press the right lane. It's automatically going to look for me, and then it's going to go for me.
Check for a safe space.
Check for a safe space, and then it will go for me. Yeah? Okay. So that's just like pretty powerful technology. It's noticed that car's there. It's slowed down, yeah?
What, so, noticed the indication or what?
It noticed the indication, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So if I want to go back in the left lane now, I just press left. It's going to check for me. Look, it's moving over, no hands. Yeah. It's in full control. And and then it's going to adjust itself into this lane nice and neatly. It's going to take this curb nice and smooth. Just does all of this for you.
Anybody watching, especially if you're an instructor, is this feature allowed on the test? Yes or no? Let us know.
See, here it's flashing blue, telling us to put our hands safely on the wheel. Thank you very much, Mr. Tesla. I appreciate you. You know?
Yeah. What about the battery? Because I know a lot of people worry about the battery life.
They do. So this vehicle is called a long drive. I don't know what the other alternatives are. With the long drive, so the way that I've mapped it out is 20% is an hour.
Okay.
So you typically charge your battery, unless you're going on a particularly long drive, you charge your battery to 80%. That's the recommended that you charge it to. And 80% will take you to an hour journey there, an hour journey back, an hour journey there, an hour journey back. It's very infrequent that you're going to do more than a 4-hour journey without being at home. yeah, or 4 or 5 hours. And if you want to extend it, let's say I'm going to Birmingham, I'm going to put it at 100%. It's going to take me to Birmingham, it will take me back, and that's, I don't know how many miles that is, but that's like 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back, and that will be comfortable.
Really?
If I want to stop in Birmingham, I want to go shopping, I want to go visit this person, visit that person, then I know on my way back, I'm just going to stop at a centre, and it's going to literally take 15, 20 minutes for it to charge, at worst. Like, if I'm in a rush, I'm coming back from Birmingham and I've got 20%, but I need 30%. Okay, cool. Then I just plug it in for literally 5-6 minutes. It will take me to 30%. It will say you've got enough charging to get you home. Brilliant. 10 minutes. I'll go and get a snack from the petrol station or whatever. I'll make a quick phone call and then bang, I'm back on the road. Never has. I've been to a charging station like maybe 4 or 5 times. I've had the vehicle like 5 months, and I do a lot of long distance driving. So for the average person that goes to work, comes home every day, you're never going to need to use a public charger. You just charge it at home. Yeah, you just charge it at home overnight. It will take it to 80% or whatever percentage you want it to go to, and you're done. You're good. You never have to think about going to a petrol station again. It's amazing.